From Psalm 141, we have talked about how we need to be careful about what we let in, because what we receive, what we get into our hearts is really what we will speak, what we will communicate. So good communication, healthy communication really comes from a healthy receiving. It comes from the place where I am receiving with love, when I am receiving with care for the other person, when I am receiving with interest in the other person. When it's not that way, then evidently it's going to happen that my heart will be filled with the wrong content, and then from the fullness of my heart, the mouth will speak. And this is why it's so important that what we receive be chosen, and we have a special power in deciding what to hear and who to listen to. And welcome this morning for this spiritual jolt in the Word of God. And I just want to continue with that one more point, because it is really true that what we hear, we will also speak. But we could say it the other way as well, that whatever we speak, we definitely hear. Because first and foremost, I am the one hearing what I'm saying. And this is like such a key and forgotten point, that my words can have power in my life. Choosing who to listen to, yeah, but then also the things that I say will have power over my thoughts, because I will hear back. Everything feeds back to me that I speak, obviously. And the Bible speaks about this a lot. In Psalm 35, verse 13, I think it's David who said these words. As for me, when they were sick, this is about his enemies, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned to my own bosom. And what he means is that he prayed for them. He prayed for his enemies. But God could not bless them because of some reason, and then his prayer returned to him. Whatever he spoke, whatever he prayed, it came back to him. It touched his life, it influenced his life. And this is definitely true. If you think about it, we like how do I speak about the other person? Praise, prayer, blessing, these are very powerful. And if it blesses him, if it that person, if it edifies them, that's wonderful. But on the other hand, it will definitely feed back to my soul. It will come back to my bosom. It will influence me without question. So speaking in love, hearing in love, speaking in love, this is so key, because what we speak, we definitely hear back. There is no avoiding it. We cannot speak and stop our ears and go, oh, I'm not hearing anything, because that just doesn't make sense. Obviously, I am hearing it back. And then in Matthew 10:13, the Lord said the same thing. He said, when you go into a house, salute it, and if it's a worthy house, then your blessing will remain on them. But if they are not, then it will come back to you. What you speak, it comes back to you. And then in closing, the opposite picture is in Proverbs 18:7. It says, a fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. And what Solomon is saying here is that a fool's words will come back to him as a curse and as a trap. And so this is a key thing in our lives. What will we speak? And the answer is, of course, surely it's in our hearing, it's in our heart decisions, what we receive, how we receive things, but also in what I allow out, because those things will feed back to me and will, reinforce and reinforce and reinforce the same thing. And I can very easily create a beautiful little, an ugly little feedback loop where I am cursing someone, and then I feel very justified in that because it's coming back to me, so I curse him some more, and then, and then on and on it goes. And by the end, in a few days, few months, few weeks, few years, I am so absolutely certain that that person is hateful, when in reality, I was just hearing back maybe my own words, and I am feeding myself with trash, and therefore I have a terrible, terrible expression and heart thought towards them. God forbid. Think about that. Turn it around in your heart. I am certain there is more in it for you than I could share here in a few minutes. God bless your day with that.